by 2 at halftime. Now, this team does not look like the same crisp team that was playing against the Brooklyn Nets, right? This team's still shooting 50% from the field, only 9% from three-point range are the Chicago Bulls, 7 assists on 18 made baskets. They have a lot of turnovers. There's a lot of turnovers in this game so far for the Chicago Bulls. 7 so far officially. I could have sworn they said 9 though before halftime, but it looks like on this box score it says 7 turnovers for the Bulls. Keep in mind they had 9 total turnovers in the last game. So it's definitely some things. The Pat Bev effect may be like COVID. It don't last long. That's that. Listen, I hate to say that, but it's been real tough for the Chicago Bulls team, man. They got to figure it out. Bad shots on the offensive side of the ball, bad execution, sloppy passes. Not playing together as a team. DeMar DeRozan absolutely passed to Zach that one time, so he wouldn't have got the turnover. So we got to see some. We got to see some things. Billy Donovan going back to the typical Billy Donovan offense, right? This is why when you hear people be pessimistic about the Bulls, this is why they do so, because the Bulls do not play a consistent level of effort that matches what we need to see intensity from the team. Now, they still have the win, so I don't want to be too down on it. But the Bulls could have absolutely went into this half down. They need to shore up some things. They need to get more solid again. They need to execute a little bit better, because what I'm seeing from the Bulls right now is not as hopeful as what it was the last game that we played. The Bulls got some things they need to tighten up. They need to fix, and hopefully they do so. But this first half, this was a sloppy first half. This was not the team that we saw last time. This team's not shooting the ball well at all as far as from three-point range. 50% overall from the field is pretty solid. They're also getting out-rebounded by 3, which that affects the Bulls too. They are a team that needs to be at the lead rebounding-wise. So it's just some things going into this half that I don't really like from the Bulls. I hope to see it improve and tighten up some for the team. But let's go ahead and get into you guys' comments. Halftime isn't too long. What do you hope to see in the second half? Better execution on offense. Better execution. To calm down, go through your offense, run the system, like you did last time, and push the pace a little bit more. Now, I understand why the Bulls aren't pushing the pace as much as last time. They're not getting nearly the number of rebounds that they got last game. That helps the team push the pace, but just not be as sloppy on offense. Take better shots, right? Zach LaVine's shooting the ball pretty efficiently so far. He's 8 of 10 from the field, 17 points. Shout out to Zach on that. DeMar DeRozan's 5 of 9 with 15. No points from Beverly. No points from Caruso. Vooch has 8 points. 4 rebounds, and then we got 5 points from Patrick Williams off the bench, who's leading the bench. Kobe White's the only other bench player to score with 2 points. I need to see better offense from the Chicago Bulls team in the second half. Jello says, I'm not happy at all, even though we have the lead. And me either. This is reminding me of the old Bulls team that we got PTSD about, and I don't like the way it feels. This game is going to be about our mental toughness. 100% agree with you, PBN. 100% agree with you on this one. Matt Costello says no energy on the O-end at all, bro. Robert Williams in the building says we're going to have to claw this one out. Yeah, this is going to be one of those, unless the Bulls come out and go on a great run to open the third quarter, this is going to be tough, one of those games that come down the stretch. Same bum-ass defense that we had the whole season. Yep, same defense. This is why I didn't get too up. This is why I try to be realistic. The last game against the Nets were great, but the Bulls executed defensively. Offensively, the Brooklyn Nets also didn't shoot the ball too well. There are a lot of things that went into last game. The controllables, though, right? The things that the Bulls can control, how sloppy they are on offense, they're not doing a good job at. Executing, playing together as a team, they're not doing that a lot. We're seeing more isolation. I think we've seen more isolation ball in the first half of this game than we saw the whole last game for the Chicago Bulls. That's dangerous and not a good way for the Chicago Bulls. That's when we start struggling. Hopefully they will come out in the second half with some energy and a lot of bad shot selections. Yeah, I mean we got to get rid of the bad shot selection. Same old Bulls from Markel. Again, you know what? I said this was happening. We need rebounding and shooting in the offseason for sure. 100% agree with that. Mixo says the defense is carrying us right now, and the defense hasn't been that great, right? So it's carrying us, but it hasn't been that great. So we need to tighten some things up for sure. Jonathan Aegis. Need the second unit to make some baskets. Zach and DeMar playing well. It's more than the second unit. We need the role players to make some baskets and the second unit to make some baskets. 7 total points off the bench is not going to cut it. Guys saw DeMar and Zach cooking in the first and went back to iso ball. That's what I'm saying. It's bad, man. Iso ball is not going to work for this team. It's not going to be a blowout every game. Both teams are playing hard. They're both fighting for the playoffs. Yeah, it's not about it being a blowout. I don't think anybody came in this expecting a blowout, but the Bulls are playing sloppy on both sides of the ball. That's things that the Bulls can control. Absolutely understand not every game is going to be a blowout. This team isn't that type of team. Hell, the damn 72-win Bulls team didn't blow out every single team. This team definitely ain't going to do that. But it's the sloppy execution. It's the going into isolation ball again, not playing within the confines of the game. Those are the things that's hurting the Bulls in this one. Brendan L. Jet, I'm not saying anything. People was butthurt with my comments after the win the other night. Hey, listen, and that's the thing, right? You have to be realistic in what you do and how you evaluate the team. And a lot of people let that feel-good win make you think that it was going to be cake for the rest of the season. It's not. This Bulls team's back. This is back to looking like the offense we had before the All-Star break. They got to fix it. Letting them get these the loose 50-50 balls and rebounds has to be better in the second half. Completely agree with them, Melvin. Completely agree. Bulls Daily says, what's the score? Bulls 47, the Wizards 45, brother. Peter, in my opinion, Caruso should be on the bench unit, have two black holes on offense and padding Caruso in the starting lineup ain't gonna work. Alex Caruso's hardly a black hole on offense. Sorry, that's just not accurate. Alex Caruso is very willing passer. He's not a black hole on offense. So he can't shoot sometimes, that's for sure, but he's definitely not a black hole. Willie Ivory says Drummond is going to need playing time today. Small ball won't cut it against Gafford and them boys. Yeah, I mean, for sure. And he how many minutes has Drummond played in that first half? Drummond's played 6 minutes. So he's playing. He's been playing some minutes for sure. But this is a Wizards team that plays with some energy. And we'll see how they do. Zach with back-to-back headshots laughing my ass off. That's funny. 3-point shooting is horrible again. Yeah, the 3-point shooting is absolutely trash. It's trash. Facebook, this needs to stop the second chance points and rebounds. Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done, especially when you got a player like Gafford out there. But and Kuzma, they're going to fight for rebounds, but the Bulls definitely need to tighten up. This is the downfall that Bev and Caruso have with heavy minutes. They both cannot score. They both cannot score one game. Yeah, if both of them aren't shooting the ball efficiently, it is definitely going to hurt. Patrick Williams is a threat to stretch the floor. He's our best 3-point shooter by percentage, and he's playing pretty damn good. When Patrick Williams is out there on defense on Kuzma, he's playing pretty damn good defense on Kuzma. I wouldn't be surprised if we not necessarily see a change of the lineup coming out of the second half, but I wouldn't be surprised if the minutes balance becomes a little bit different. We see more Pat Will in there in the second half. Ain't the big homie says, bro, watch the Bulls players whenever the Wizards shoot the ball. They're literally just watching the shot, knocks boxing out. Completely agree with you, Bear. Completely agree with you. Justin Shelton in the building. Haven't seen you here in a minute, bro. He says, we are playing sloppy. Yes, 100% agreed. Shy City, I need to see Dalen Terry, Alex Caruso, and P-Bev. Energy and defense would be fire. I mean, listen, it takes more than that. You still need some shooting, and that's a small-ass lineup. So, I mean, we'll see. I definitely think Dalen Terry needs to get out there. In my opinion, I definitely think he needs to get minutes. The fact he hasn't entered this game yet is a bit of a problem, but hey, it is what it is. Lil Famo says, hey, minus the rebound, and the one thing I can say is we're playing defense. We just got to hit our shots, man. Yeah, I mean, they're playing defense. It's still not as crisp as I would like the defense to be personally. So, and another one says, I seen Pat Bev look off Vooch, who had Bill on him on the block and shot a heavy contested three. Come on, son, not you. Yeah, and Vooch, if you notice, Vooch and Pat, they talked at each other a little bit after that. So, hopefully that gets corrected in the second half. We don't have faith in this team when it's close at the half or when it's a blowout. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the team hasn't earned it, right? The team has to earn it. And the only way that you can earn faith is by consistent level of play. One game ain't going to cut it, right? Because we got 50-something games with the team being up and down. We got one game of them looking great. So defense is fine. We held to 45 points, 11 under their average. Offense, no, defense hasn't been fine. Also, it's bad shooting on their side. Defense has not been fine. Defense has been serviceable. I guess that's kind of fine too, but it hasn't been how we've seen the Bulls be able to play defense. We've had some absolutely great possessions defensively, but overall in the game, I don't like the defensive effort overall. I love DeMar, but the offense flow better when he's off the court. The young players actually try to run the offense. Yeah, DeMar's definitely a black hole. He definitely slows down the offense. It's worked for us. He's got some definitely big baskets for us. One of the reasons we have the lead at the half is because DeMar DeRozan and his ability to draw fouls. But we do need to get back to allowing Pat Bev and Caruso to run the offense. That's what we do. The ball has to stop slowing down when Zach or DeMar touches. We got to stop as much isolation ball. They're shooting the ball efficiently, and I like that. We got to get Vooch more involved in the game as well. Vooch making Daniel look like prime Dwight. Dre finna need to start the third. No, what? No, y'all got to stop with that. First of all, it isn't just Vooch making Daniel look like prime Dwight. Come on, y'all got to stop the over exaggerating with shit. Like, stop that. He's 5 or 6. He has 10 points. He's not looking like prime Dwight. Dwight would have 15 points, 56 points right now against Nikola Vucevic. And it's boxing out. It's not just Vooch. They need to box out more and better. Brandon Eljet, Vooch is not being benched for Drummond. Stop it. Yeah, people with those knee-jerk reactions, that's just a bad take. I agree with you, Brandon. Let's see if Bev has the halftime effect now, lighting some folks up. We'll see. I own Pat overpassing per usual and losing time to efficiently shoot. Yeah. I agree with you. V.O. Walker says, Haize, my G, when you said that the Wizards were 12th in rebounding, I knew it would be an issue. Yeah, the Bulls have trouble with teams that rebound the ball. Well, keep in mind, this is without Porzingis on the court for them. This would be, if Porzingis was on the court right now, bruh, like that would be different. Keep in mind, Kristaps Porzingis is their leading rebounder, and they are out rebounding us with their leading rebounder out the game. That's tough, bro. That's tough. You can sometimes see the frustration in Vooch's face. He's often missed on open shot. Oh, for sure. And they need to get back to getting Vooch and recognizing when he has the mismatch. There are 2 specific times that they did not recognize as a team when Vooch had a mismatch that would have been easy lays for him. Now Vooch has missed some easy shots as well in this game, but those possessions definitely matter as well. Pat needs to shoot 4 threes in the second half. Pat Bev, we got to add more than just the Pat now. We got 2 Pats on the team. We got 2 of them. Vooch is definitely dominating. Gafford is definitely dominating Vooch. It's more than just Vooch. It's not like Vooch is guarding him one-on-one, right? It's Gafford is playing a really solid game, but it's more than just Vooch. Y'all watch the Chris Rock thing on Netflix yet? Oh, it's not. It hasn't happened yet. It's live March 4th. I may live stream that just because. Anyway, let's get back to it. Gafford dominating Vooch. What game have you been watching? And see, that's the thing when people try to form things based off the box score. Gafford isn't dominating Vooch. It's not just like he's getting a lot of putbacks, but he's not dominating Vooch. That's not what's happening. Need Drummond off of the floor? Did you mean off the floor or on the floor? What did you mean there, brother? Sorry, Drummond on the floor. Yeah, Drummond hasn't been the best in his minutes either, but we'll see. We'll see what happens out there. Patrick Williams is P and Patrick Beverly is Pat. Since when? But yeah, let's hope this team comes out with some better energy here in the second half. Let's really hope. So, Mark Shannon, who honestly thought Pat Bev was going to make every game a blowout? He is there for energy and to be a voice. They got to play with heart now, second half. Yeah, anybody who thought the last the game against the Nets was going to be cake from now on, it's not it. Your thoughts if we brought Stanley Johnson back? I love the energy. We brought in Terry Taylor. We're not bringing in anybody else. Like, first of all, we don't have a roster spot. They're definitely not cutting Goran Dragic for Stanley Johnson. So, we'll see what happens in the offseason. I did like Stanley Johnson. Stanley Johnson can be a solid rotational piece, but we'll see. Lil Famo says, see you in the post show, Haize. Hopefully we win. Hopefully, Lil Famo, bro. I really hope that we get this victory. Yes, energy and rebound, need guards to rebound. That's one thing that we did do as a team, and I did not point out in the post-game show or the recorded episode afterwards. We did rebound as a team. Like, Pat Bev had like 6 or 7 rebounds. Ayo Dosunmu had 9 rebounds in the last game. We do need to rebound as a team, for sure. Definitely agree with you on that one. Stanley, good defense. Yeah, Stanley is a solid defender. He's definitely a solid defender. I agree with that. But all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the halftime show. I will be back here post-game. Make sure you guys are locked in post-game show. Let's hope the Bulls get with a little bit of energy, play with more focus, execute on offense, limit the turnovers, shoot the ball efficiently. We need to do those things, man. We'll see what it means for this team. I'll see you guys here post-game.